Howdy everyone, Pete Daddy here, and welcome back to the Christmas to Glory series here on FIFA 20. Today I wanted to share with you guys this new team I'm working on for Weekend League. Plus, I want to show you the custom tactics I'll be using, the things that I think work really well in FIFA 20 that will help you get some more wins. And I'm really excited because we have just completed this Hakim Ziyech Player Moments objective card. I'm really looking forward to playing with him in my main team. I did play with his loan version a little bit while I was trying to complete the other objectives. It wasn't that difficult of a card to get. The hardest part was the lofted through passes with Eredivisie players because I was only subbing on the ZH loan version and this Quincy Promise. And I was trying to do like the traditional lofted through pass, like kind of spring someone forward or spring someone free. But every time I do that, either if my striker was free, it would take him 10 minutes to kind of get the ball at his feet. And by then the center back had recovered or, just couldn't get behind. I had the most success kind of being like on the edge of the box and just doing like a little bit of a flick of a lofted through pass, just kind of to a striker already in position. So that worked out the best for me. But that was the only one that I had any difficulty with. The last two pieces that we need to get for this team are Frenkie de Jong and Alex Sandro, and I believe I have won them already on the transfer market. We'll check that in just a second. And I've also completed this Luis Suarez Player of the Month SBC, and I'm looking forward to trying him. I used him doing the League One icon swaps objective, because I could put him beside Edison Cavani because they're both from Uruguay. So that worked out really well. I'm liking playing with him, but I'm looking forward to playing with him in my real team. It's hard because my League One squad is very poor, so it's hard to tell for sure how good he is. So I'm excited to test him out. I've played with this Juan Jesus before on my other account. He's a phenomenal center back, so I'm really looking forward to playing with him. The only other thing I was thinking, I did get Marcus Rashford in my weekend league rewards. So I had some thought about doing something kind of like this with Marcus Rashford, Heung-min Son, who I packed, and I was going to put Bernardo Silva up here maybe and then kind of build something from that. But EA has completely screwed up this Bernardo Silva SBC, and he is just completely gone. I know a lot of people, I've been seeing this on Twitter, people have completed like 2 out of the 3 parts and only needed like 1 or 2 more players and it's just disappeared. So hopefully EA will get their act together, get this Bernardo Silva SBC back out there. So, I'm not sure if we'll do it or not. I guess it'll kind of depend on how well this team plays. But, it's frustrating the things that EA does time and time again. But anyways, let's go see if we can finish out this team. I guess let me get Bernardo Silva out of here because he's a concept player and won't be able to play till I do anything. Let me just put let's see who would be really good bench support. What about need someone a good cheerleader on the bench? Let's see, James Madison. There you go, James Madison. He'll be our cheerleader on the bench for us. So let's go get our Frenkie de Jong and Alex Sandro. We did have to sell our Dries Mertens to be able to afford everybody, so I sold him for 125,000 coins. We had bought him for 115,000 coins, so made a few coins on the deal, but not that bad. At least we didn't lose anything. Sometimes when you buy players like that and then you go to sell them later, they're 20, 30,000 coins less, so you can't complain whenever you can sell a player that you've used for a couple weeks and still make a few coins on them. So that is awesome. So yeah, we do have these one. Alexandro bought him with a shadow for 28,000 coins. Frenkie de Jong bought him with an engine for 11,500 coins. Got a pretty good deal on the Sandro with the shadow. The Frenkie de Jong is basically fairly priced. No amazing deal there. I tried to win him a time or two a little bit cheaper, but it just kept going up, so I got him for 11.5. I'm okay with that. So let's just slap them on into the team. The other thing I like about this team, again, I like to jump all around here and there. But what I do like about it, we have some upgrade potential. I would like to upgrade this Dembele. This Dembele is an amazing, amazing starter player, but you get to a point where you need something a little bit more than Dembele. Part of it, he doesn't have great stamina. He'll miss some chances, but I mean, for a winger, he's kind of not, he's better than Douglas Costa in a way, but Douglas Costa is amazing for just unlocking defenses, just making those runs, dribble and doing all that stuff. But at times you want them to do just a little bit more. They'll get a chance that they just can't finish or something like that. So, but what I'm saying, all that is to say that we could upgrade this to Messi at some point when we get a few more coins. We can slap Messi in on this team. He's completely free. Frenkie de Jong not only has a team of the year, but he has a nice inform that we could upgrade to at some point. So, we have some upgrade potential right here. I'm not sure exactly what we could put right at this spot because I would like to keep Ter Stegen. We could give some thought to doing like that David Luiz SBC and putting an Allison there, but I'm still sold on Ter Stegen being the best goalkeeper in the game. But for some reason, it did not put these cards back into the team, so we just need to add Frenkie de Jong. There's Frenkie de Jong and Alex Sandro, and we'll be ready to look at our custom tactics, and then we'll go into a match. I'll try to show you how these custom tactics work. Let me make sure everybody is on 10 chemistry, which is something I really like. It's not required. You can play people on 7 chemistry, and you probably won't notice a difference, but it's part psychological for me and part of the fun. I like making teams where everyone is 10. That's kind of the challenge. So I do enjoy that aspect of it. So let me show you the custom tactics I'll be using. I may need to kind of sort my guys around a little bit. I am really liking the 4-2-3-1 still, and part of this, what some of these custom tactics I'm showing you is coming. Our team is not going to be the greatest. I don't think I've come up across, since I've reset at Christmas, I do not think I've come across any team where I have a stronger team than they do. In the first 2 weekend leagues, we were basically playing with beginner level players. We're starting to get a little bit, kind of get into that next tier a little bit. But, every single team we've come across has had at least one player worth our entire team, whether that's a Messi or an Mbappe or a Neymar or a Hazard or whatever it is. There's been at least one player worth our entire team in basically every single match of weekend league. And we've been doing really well. Our first weekend league with just a starter team, we were 20 wins and 5 losses. Our second weekend league, I couldn't finish on my matches. I finished 14-3. So we're playing pretty well with this starter team. So it's part of these tactics here, or if you want to play it a little safer, we need to really keep our shape. I can't go crazy with it. I mentioned this in a previous video. I feel like I'm playing better FIFA with this team. So if you feel like you're losing your edge a little bit, my main team had Neymar and CR7 and an informed Messi and the team of the group stage, Dries Mertens, just the best Allan that the UCL live version, and Steven Gerrard, just top to bottom, just amazing players. And I feel like sometimes when you have that, you just kind of rely on those players too much, on your god players, like, oh, don't worry about it. Neymar will get a goal, and then you give up another crappy EA goal, and you're down 2-0, and you're like, okay, well, let me try to come back, and it just never quite break for you. But now I'm playing a whole lot better FIFA. My passing accuracy is a lot better. I'm just focusing a lot better. So I think overall it's made me just a better FIFA player in general. So let me just show you what I'm doing. I am playing drop back, and that does have a negative stigma to it. But what you really need to do is analyze your game. The reason I play drop back is because I tend to be very aggressive with both my central defensive midfielder, my main defensive midfielder, and my center backs. So sometimes I will take my center back, shoot them up, try to attack someone making a run, and I will miss. And I feel like when I've played on balance before, my other center backs are too high for me to recover. But when I play drop back, I can take that chance with my center back, and I've still got other players that I can switch to in time to make a saving tackle or to make a defensive stop. So you need to kind of analyze the way you play. I wouldn't play drop back just to hold back, because when you go up against good players, they will kill you. I mean, it may work when you're playing a lesser player that's not going to know how to open up the space. It can be frustrating for people, especially if you're playing something like one depth. But I would recommend, you still need to be aggressive defensively. If you want to progress in FIFA, you are going to have to learn how to defend. You are going to have to learn how to change your players and switch, and not just rely on the AI defending. So it is important to do that, but you need to analyze the way you play. If you're someone, I see a lot of people, they just control their defensive midfielder and they run back and forth in the passing lanes and they don't ever really attack the ball. I don't think drop back would be a good strategy for you there, because eventually I'm going to work it around, get by you, and have a really good goal scoring opportunity. So you need to kind of evaluate the way you play and what works for you. So for me, drop back has worked the best this year. Last year, a lot of people were playing drop back. I played balanced, but the AI defending was a little stronger last year. This year, again, if you're someone that's aggressive, and it's kind of a fine line there too, because you'll see some people say to be aggressive, you don't want to be on drop back. But for me, and maybe it's because I'm playing a little too loosey-goosey with my center backs, and a lot of people say don't even control your center backs at times, but that's just me. I haven't been able to break that habit. and it pays off a lot of times. A lot of times I'll shoot my center back up, make a tackle, and I'm in the transition, and transition is so key in FIFA 20. So that's something to kind of play around with. Think about the way you play. Again, these tactics, you want to mold them for the way you play your best style. My style is not going to fit someone else's, but it does work well for me. And the other thing drop back does, it does help you keep your shape. So I do like that, especially with lesser players. You don't want them to be gone or be around, be somewhere that you don't know where they're going to be. For offensive style, I've tinkered around a lot with this year. I've played everything from possession. I've played long ball. I've played fast build up. On my main team, with the godlike players, I was playing some fast build up, some long ball. I was liking that a little bit because I was just kind of really pushing them forward. And I had players that could make those through balls, make those passes, do all the things that I needed them to do. So, but I still would say balanced overall is just the best thing you can go with. For width, I'm liking 4 right now. You don't, when you're playing the 4-2-3-1, the one problem I sometimes have with it is when you're attacking in the final third, it seems like your cams, your wide cams, just kind of disappear out of the play. They're like too far outside of the box. So, you sometimes want them to just come in. And I've played around some this year playing width of 1, but you need your wide cams to kind of act as wingers. So when they're on one width, they're not quite getting wide enough to make those runs. So I found 4 to be a good balance. Players in box, I like 3. I don't want my players in the box because a lot of people do play drop back, and it does end up getting congested in there. So I want my players kind of outside the box where I can make passes around the outside of the box until I find that one moment to get through. Corners and free kicks, you can be countered on those this year, so I recommend putting that on 2 regardless of whatever else you do. So formation wise, 4-2-3-1. The way I'm going to play this, Ziyech is going to be my central cam. I'm going to put Dembele on the left. This is kind of a change for me, and this is kind of coming from playing with Douglas Costa on the left some more. I feel like you want your, almost like a fullback, you want your left-footed player going down the left because those crosses and passing the ball into the middle of the box is so important. Plus, short side shooting or shooting to the near post is so OP this year. So it's almost like you want your left footed player, if they're going on the left, to shoot near post or shoot with their left foot. So I'm liking that. Dembele's 5-star weak foot, so I'm going to put him on the left and put Quincy Promes on the right. I'm going to put Luis Suarez at striker, and I'm going to put Allan as my main defensive midfielder, which I'll explain that to you in a minute, and Frenkie de Jong is going to be my box-to-box midfielder. So this is the formation or the way I'm going to set this team up. Instruction wise, so for my striker, I believe the only thing I have changed here is interceptions to conservative interceptions. So I've changed my entire front line to conservative interceptions, and that's because I'm trying to conserve their energy as much as possible. I don't want them running around trying to make these interceptions that aren't there when I need them to conserve their energy for attacking. And this may change. We just had Team of the Year players released, and a lot of the players there are going to have stamina of 99, 95, 98. And Team of the Season, when that comes around, you can kind of change your tactics a little bit to be just all out, kind of aggressive the whole game. But someone like Dembele, I think, has 73 stamina. So if you're going crazy with Dembele the whole game, he's going to be worn out almost at the second half. So you want to be careful with that. So Suarez, no other changes. I don't have him getting behind. I want him to show his feet. I usually end up getting a lot of assists with my strikers, a lot of goals too, but almost kind of play through them. But I want them balanced. I want them, if there is that run, to take it. But if not, show your feet so I can make a pass to you. For my central cam, I have him on free roam and conservative interceptions. Everything else the same. For my right cam, get into the box for cross. And the reason I put it on that, one, when you're making those runs, you want your guys to be able to make that driven cross across the box. That's a very OP thing to do. Plus, I'm thinking that helps them a little bit. What I was talking about earlier, sometimes your wide cams just kind of get lost in the final third. So I'm hoping that gets them in a little bit more. It seems to help a little bit more, but sometimes it still seems like they get lost out there. Same thing on so both wide cams are the same, basic, conservative interceptions, get into the box for cross. Now on my CDMs, this is where things change a little bit. I have balance, normal interceptions, and cover center. So cover center is very important. I have actually played this and I have enjoyed it. I I guess, crazy enough yet to change it for this account, but I have played this with my CDM on Get Forward, and I think that works really well with a player like Frenkie de Jong. He has attacking work rate of medium and defensive work rate of high. Plus, we have that drop back defending tactic. So if he's on Get Forward, he will get forward, but his high defensive work rates and the drop back defending will make him hustle back to get back on defense all the time. So I have played Get Forward with some success. I will change it to that sometimes if I'm chasing a goal or something like that. But I'm just leaving it on balance for now, just trying to really keep my shape with these players. For Allan, he's my main defensive midfielder, so I have him on stay back while attacking and cover center. For my fullbacks, stay back, center back, stay back, and right back, stay back. So both of my fullbacks on stay back. In game, if you need that attacking advantage, you can just do the in game switch for attacking fullbacks, and I think that works out really well too. Now, if I'm chasing a goal, I will switch to this 4-3-2-1 formation. I really like this, and you see I'm playing offensive style of long ball. That's because if I get the ball back, I want them all just making runs. I want them to try to get in behind. You can get in behind or at least kind of separate your defense, opening them up a little bit. I'm still playing drop back, but you'll see here drop back with depth of 2. And that's because in a 4-3-2-1, all of your midfield are CMs and not CDMs. So their base position is higher up the pitch. So I think the 2 depth is really important right there. Width is still 4. I've tinkered with making this a little bit wider because everyone's a little bit congested. But when I'm switching to this formation, I want them near the goals. I'm trying to get a goal. Players in box is still 3. And I guess let me set this up here. I'd probably put Ziyech at cam. Allan would be here. Yeah, I think that's what I would do. So Suarez would still be in the middle. Dembele, let me switch that. So Dembele be over there. Okay. So for instructions, my front 3 all completely balanced, just conservative interceptions. But remember, we are running that long ball tactic, so they will try to get forward for you when you get the ball back. For my right CM and left CM, both of them are on stay back while attacking and cover center. So it's kind of like my 2 CMs are more defensive mids. They're really not because they're CMs. But if you don't have them on stay back while attacking, all of your CMs just get too far forward. So my left CM and right CM I have on stay back while attacking, but they still get very far forward. So you have to be careful with that. Ziyech is kind of like I try to make him more like a cam, so I have him on balance instead of stay back while attacking, and I have him on free roam. And then for my fullbacks and center backs, stay back while attacking. So this one works really well. It can expose you a little bit, but this is a great way to change the game up. If things just are really stagnant, switch into this formation will definitely make something happen, good or bad. It makes something happen. It really does change things up. So those are the main formations that I enjoy running right now. I've played 4-2-2 a lot. I like that too. I've played, let's see, what else have I played? 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. I'm not a big fan of this year just because I feel like the wing play is very, very important this year. But anyways, guys, let's get into a match. Let's see how these tactics work. And I noticed up there I have Ziyech on the basic chem style. I want to put a sniper on him. I don't believe I have a sniper. So let me buy a sniper real quick. Let's see how much they are going for. They've come down quite a bit in price. Get one for 300, 400. No, they're still a little expensive, but they're definitely cheaper than they were. We'll buy one for 500. That's fine. Send that out there, and we'll put Ziyech on the sniper chem style. And let's get into a division rivals match. I'm excited to test this team out. This will be the first time having this team all together. So let's put our sniper on Ziyech. And I'll show you his stats. I mean, again, this is a epic player. I'm really excited to play with him. So there it was. I'm going to go over here. Chemistry style. Oh my gosh, I just wasted a finisher. I don't use finisher much, so it's not that big of a deal, but just wasted a finisher. Come on. So put him on sniper, and that's because that's going to make his agility 99, his balance 88, reactions 95, but it also makes his attack position 99 and finishing 99. You see that shot power 96. I mean, every time I see the stats on this card, it's just absolutely phenomenal. Just amazing card. So I'm so excited. Try him out in our main team, see what he can do. I need to do kit numbers. I'm also a big fan of making them the right kit number. So Uh, I don't really have time to mess with that too much right now. We'll come back and mess with that later. Let's make Suarez 99. Let's give him like a tough guy number. There we go. So we'll make Suarez 99 for a match. That'll make him really tough. So let's get into a match, see what we can do. I'm hoping that we can maybe make the climb to Division 2 with this team. I did finish all of the Icon Swaps online challenges. I still need to do the SBC challenges, or Squad Battle challenges, I should say, not Squad Battles, or not SBC. So we're going up against a very strong team, someone using their loan, Team of the Year, CR7. They're using Steven Gerrard, Okocha. They've got the Team of the Year nominee, Virgil. So just absolutely amazing team. So this will be a great test for our new team. See what we can do against this team. So it's interesting. It's always interesting. I'm not a big fan. I hate using lone players in competitive matches. I don't hate it. I understand. It just feels kind of weak to me. It's like if someone using player training cards. So let's see what we can do. I've had some problems with lag this week. I don't know if you guys have had that. That's been my biggest issue with FIFA the last, or I guess the entire year. Is just this. It's just like what's going on. I mean, I'm plugged in directly into my console. I have a wired connection. And you can see here that I'm just running into these like speed up lags. I've looked on Twitter some other people are having this problem, but it sometimes will level out for me after a few minutes. And sometimes the beginning of the match is almost unplayable, and then it gets back a little bit better. So let's see what we can do. Dembele, somebody wake up for him. Move for me. Come on, guys. Move around. Give me someone to pass to. And we give up a goal from the lag. I mean, that's really frustrating. Just absolutely, absolutely ridiculous that this we're in 2020 now. I don't have any problems with any other game. You know, and I was pressing the B button, would not shoot. It takes like you have fun building your team, you have fun doing like the grind for team of the year. We didn't end up pulling a team of the year, but that grind was fun. Trying to build your team, doing this menu content is fun, and then you come into a game and you have zero fun trying to play the game. So it's really kind of crazy. It's just hard to imagine any other game like that. I couldn't imagine another game where you would rather play everything else but the actual game. We got Ziyech trying to make a pass. Oh, come on, Allan. Allan's just absolutely a monster. Quincy Promes. There we go, baby. Allan winning the ball back to Quincy Promes, burying it. Very, very nice. Let's see if we can get any form of good connection. Then that's the thing. You can have the best custom tactics in the world, but if you don't get a good connection where you can play, it just makes it. It doesn't matter what you have, what players you have. You can have bronze players. You can have a full team of the year team. It doesn't really matter. Juan Jesus making some moves. That is a really good card. I'm excited to see once Europa League comes back if he will get another upgrade because that is a live card. I think 84s go to 86s, so he would get a really nice upgrade if they can advance. Oh my gosh. I mean, I can't even tell you how much it frustrates me. Is anyone else having this problem? I've noticed it more in, my experience with the delay so far this year. It hasn't been that bad except like the last couple days. Let me see if I can get a goal. Suarez, weak-footed. Nice, baby. Luis Suarez, what a team. Luis Suarez coming through, weak foot. We got a goal from Quincy Promes. Allan's just the ball-winning champion. Not even where I wanted to pass, but that's okay. But I don't think I finished my point. But the main problem I've had this year, you've had some delay, but it's more like a button delay, like you push the button, and it's just a little unresponsive. The game's a little clunky. But here the last couple days, I've been having that just like speed up lag, just where it just completely the game just freezes. And I did notice on Twitter some other people were starting to have that problem, so I don't know exactly what is going on, but it is certainly frustrating. Ziyech making moves, and then the game freezes, and then you just kind of have to wait for the game just to come back to you. I felt like I was in good shooting position. Ziyech spin, but we'll get a corner. For corners, what I like to do, I do like to play short, and I like to go towards the goal. I fake like I'm going back out here, but then I come right back to the goal. See if I can get something. Oh, man. I get another corner. They do get used to it a little bit. You do need to mix up your corner moves, so then I'll pretend like I'm going a different way, but that time they did open that up still. Oh, man. I probably could have taken a shot, but that's fine. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Come on, Ziyech. Ziyech, strong as an ox. Oh, Steven Gerrard. Got CR7. Team of the year. What? That's an amazing card that is. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the video. I just cannot play in these lag type conditions anymore. It just makes the game just completely unplayable, makes it so frustrating. You just cannot do anything. It just gets completely out of your control. You just want to have fun, play a football game, play with these players you've accumulated, see how your team's going to work, but you never know if it's your fault or the game's fault or what's going on. There's just no consistency. At times the game will play well for maybe a week, and then you'll go for a couple days where it plays just completely poorly. It may not be that full like freeze of the game that I've been getting the last couple days, but you'll get button delay, you'll get something going on. And it's not just here, like, I'm in playing on the US servers, I'm assuming I'm playing on the US servers, but you see people talking about this in Europe, so it's not just like a centralized to one specific server or one specific connection or area, but it's all over the world. People have these problems, and this has been going on for years and years and years. And it's like this is the only game I see that has that type of lag. Whenever I experience some type of lag in another game, it's because either my internet has gone crazy, maybe something happened outside to just make my internet go crazy. I don't know, but it's usually my fault when something like that happens. But I've got really good internet. I say in 2020, the majority of us have good enough internet to play a game online at this point, and so it's just gone completely haywire. I don't understand it at all, and it makes you just really question. Like when you leave a game like that, it just makes you question: do you even want to play anymore? What do you want to do? It's just not fun at all. So, and that's the thing. You have so much fun building your team and doing this menu content, and then you get into a game and it's just like that, and you just don't know what to do. But anyways, guys, these tactics do really work well. I really enjoy playing with them. I'm hoping Weekend League will play a little bit better if we have that type of lag. I don't even know that I want to play anything. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Headliners is coming out tomorrow, so that will be something new. And I guess that's the other thing is like EA, you just made millions of dollars off of us from Team of the Year, and you have headliners coming out tomorrow. And maybe you won't make as much as Team of the Year, but you're going to make lots and lots of money. Invest that money back into the game. We need something, or at least lie to us, or the communication has just been completely awful. So tell us something, lie to us, tell us you're working, do us something. I don't know what to do, what if it's worth continuing to go on or what to do at this point. But anyways, guys, it's going to wrap up the video. Please make sure to follow me on Twitter, make sure to subscribe, give me a big thumbs up, but I'll see you guys soon. Bye.